Okay, so let's take a look at another example. And again, this is a virtual piece of paper, but this is like a two-dimensional shape here that we could look at and be able to see what's going on and find the volume of these combined figures. So here I have a combined figure. It has three different rectangular prisms attached to it, right? It's made up of three different rectangular prisms. And it gives us some distances, right? It gives us some distances here, but we're probably going to have to find some more doing a little bit of math, right? So I'm going to start by taking a look at just one of these prisms. So basically we're making a cut right here, okay? And we're just going to be worried about this rectangular prism on the side over here, right? And we know some of the distances that are making up this prism. We have 4, it looks like the height, right? Going from here to about here, we got 4 feet. It looks like this back here, this line is going to be about 3 feet. So we got a height and we have maybe a width, but we don't really have this distance, right? It's not telling us that, at least not right over here. So we got to look around this shape and see what else we can figure out. Well, I know this 5 feet's giving me this back here, 12 feet, that looks like the total distance. It looks like 8 feet is the total height. This 5 right here, though, this is telling us this line, which is the same as this, right? It's the width of this figure kind of going backwards, right? So the volume of this first little cube, we'll say rectangular prism number 1, we're going to say that this is 4 feet by, we said 3 feet by 5 feet, right? Alright, so if we were to find the volume now, 4 times 3 times 5, that would give us a total of 60, right? 60 cubic feet. So that is the volume of rectangular prism number 1. So let's look at another guy. We'll move over here to our middle guy, right? So he's going to be the prism taking up this space, right? This guy in here. You can kind of see him, kind of imagine him back there. He would go like this, right? Okay, so this guy, can we figure out his length, width, and height based on the information we have? Well, his total height, I think, is going to be he's the tallest one, right? So his height is going to be 8 feet. So I'm going to say that he's 8 feet high. And looking at the width, well, he's the same width as the other one, and we knew that that was 5. So I'm going to say that he's 5 feet wide. So I have my height, I have my width. What about my length? The length of this, well, back here we got a label of 5 feet. So this one was given to us, right? These were all given to us, so that makes it a little bit easier. So I'll put him there at 5 feet. And then if I do 8 times 5 times 5, that's going to give me 200 cubic feet. Okay, so I got rectangular prism number 1, rectangular prism number 2. Now I gotta find the last guy over here. So he is this guy. It's a little guy sitting right over here. So let's see if we can find his volume. Now, if we get this measurement here of 2 feet, and that looks like that's this line right here. Okay, so he's 2 feet high. We'll say he's 2 feet high. So 2 feet. I know it's a little hard to see, but I want to stick to my colors so we can keep these guys straight. So I got 2 feet high. We know the width going back because it's the same as the other one, so we'll say that's 5 feet. 5 feet. So we have 2 feet high, 5 feet wide. Now we just got to find the length. The length is this guy here. Now it doesn't say what it is, right? But I do have my total length here of 12. Okay? And then I do have the length of this guy and this guy, so 3 and 5. So whatever's left over is going to be the rest of it, right? So if my total is 12, this guy takes up 3, this guy takes up 5, so whatever's left in that 12, that's going to be his length. So if I think 3 and 5 is 8, so it would take me 4 more to get to 12. So that means his length has got to be 4 feet. And 2 times 5 times 4 will give me 40 cubic feet. Now I have the volume of rectangular prism number 1, rectangular prism number 2, rectangular prism number 3, and those 3 rectangular prisms make up that combined figure. So if I add up all of these volumes, if I add up all the volumes of all those cubes, I should have the volume of the combined figure. So let's do that. So I'm going to be adding 60 plus 200 plus 40, and that's going to give me my total volume. So 60 plus 200 plus 40 is 300. So the volume of this shape right here, of this combined figure, is 300 cubic feet. Okay? And I had to do some math and some reasoning to figure out these measurements, especially this last one, this 4, because I had to know, well, this was 3, 5, the total was 12, so that means that this one had to be 4 in order to get to that total of 12. So I hope this made some sense. Hope this helps you guys out a little bit when finding the volume of combined figures. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Hopefully seeing it in Minecraft a little bit visually in that 3D space, and then being able to do it here and use some math reasoning to figure things out. Hopefully that helped a bit. But if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Can't wait to see what you guys do in this lesson, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.